Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Pros. 23 degrees. Today is like January 9th. And some guy wants to see my newly fixed Toro Snow Commander with the 24 wide, 7 horsepower R-Tech Briggs & Stratton engine. As you guys know, I recently just fixed this. At Mowers and pull forward. Stroke. There. There's any of fuel came out and look. The fuel filter, which is correct. Pre-mixed. Here's the whole fuel line. Hose on it. All right. It's too tight.
That's what she said.
Just pull this part out. This one more slack. Next time, I'll mow threw it in the back into one of my sheds, and now I'm going to try to load this into my truck by myself. It's pretty heavy. Let's see if it starts first. Let there be light! That was a cover I got for free from the guy. A little crispy. Choke. Prime a few times. Why does it stop? Good enough. It's just really cold, you know. Gotta warm up a bit, I guess. How am I gonna lift this up there by myself? Stronger than I thought. All right. I have it listed for $225. I was just about to just list it for $100 just to get rid of it. But if I can get as much as $225, I'll try it. Like I said, I will sell this for as little as $100. Here we go. Those are the guys that bought it. They gave me $200. I guess they do like snow and ice removal and all that. And I guess that's pretty convenient for them to just take it and do walkways and stuff like that. But good guys. So a funny story. There's two guys, right? The first guy, he texted me on Facebook Marketplace, and he says like 150. I've been getting massive requests for the machine, like on Facebook, right? So I'm tired of dealing with the yahoos lowball you. I probably would have taken 150 anyway, but since there was so much demand, I figure I'd wait and get two. You know what I mean? Or 225, whatever. There are some people who never bargain with you. They just go, here you go, 225. You know what I mean? So anyway, I blocked him. I block all the guys that lowball me to start off with. You know what I mean? So then he got his friend, the other guy, to text me, and I don't think they talked about money. They just said, "Oh, we can come look at it right now." You know, I should have known that something was up because it happened like right after. Anyway, so met him over here at the church, and he's like, "What'd you block me for?" And I says, well, I told him the story how, you know, I'm getting so many requests for the snowblower that I'm tired of dealing with the lowballers, you know? And he understood. Anyway, so that's what happened, and he gave me $200 for it, just like I asked. I mean, I wanted $225, but I mean, you know, you gotta have a little bit of latitude, you know what I mean? Nice, guys. Okay, get this. This is the interesting part. Are you ready for the interesting part? I'm gonna tell you what the interesting part is. Why should I tell you? All right, I'll tell you. So because they're in the snow removal business, right? They said this weekend we're getting 10 to 12 inches. So I said, get the here. No way. Anyway, we'll see what happens, but I highly doubt it. I mean, maybe it is cold enough. You know what I mean? $200. And I got this from, God, I forgot who I got this from. Yeah, that guy, John from Holtzville, right? Yeah, I got it from John from Holtzville. That worked out pretty good. On to the next thing. So it's the next day, and I just checked the weather forecast. We're not getting squat this weekend. So those snowplow guys were wrong. But I think inevitably we will get some snow. So while I wait for the snow, I wanted to show you guys my new Arenti 360-degree pan camera security surveillance system. I've got about 13 or so surveillance cameras around my home because I've got tons of lawn equipment and pretty good machines that I don't want people poking into my backyard and checking them out. So that's why my security system is always on par with Fort Knox. This is the Arenti Go-To T model. As you can see, it does pan left and right, almost all the way, 360 degrees, and up and down. It has spotlights, so whenever it detects humanoid or any other kind of motion, it notifies you on your cell phone that something is in the area. When it does that, it records for as long as you want it to. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. You can control that in the settings. Also, if you want the alarm on or not. The alarm would be a siren, woo, 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 as well as strobing lights. Both these lights also come on to illuminate the area. In this area here, you can place a TF or SD card. It also has the power button as well as a reset button in this waterproof tight area with a rubber grommet. So this is an outdoor security camera, and it's powered by the sun. So it has the included SP3 model solar panel with a swivel base, which you would drill into whatever area that you want to place it so that it's directly in sunlight. You can pivot the solar panel to the direction of which way the sun is pointing. it connects with a USB-C plug, and that plug attaches to this area right there. To mount the camera, you have a bracket, which you would use the included installation screws, and then once this is installed to the place that you want it, slip the camera on. So you would pair this to your cell phone using your home Wi-Fi signal. It's very easy to do. You would just scan the code that's on the back of here. It's a QR code, and once you scan it, it'll sense your Wi-Fi connection. It'll be successful, and then once it's paired, you're able to control this camera with your cell phone. All different kinds of settings, whether you want the alarm on or the notification button on. You can adjust the sensitivity of the motion detection. You could turn the alarm on or off. You can have the strobe lights on or off, depending on where you want it. There's also a detection map where it shows you where it's pointed to, and you could tap the areas that you don't want detection, and it'll only detect the area that you want people to go. For instance, the street where cars are always going by. I like knowing what goes by my house, so it has a 10-second recording of exactly what cars drove by at what time. If you didn't want the street to be detected, you would use that map and omit those areas so that this will not sound off when a car passes by. Now, this camera does have AI tracking technology, like this camera that I have from another manufacturer. When you walk, it will follow you, and that comes free. With the Arenti though, unfortunately, there's a payment that you have to make, some kind of subscription. It's very cheap, like $1.80 per month. But I like it better that it's free. So I'm just gonna mount this in an area where I don't have coverage. I have coverage everywhere, but I'll temporarily put it up to demonstrate. So as you can see, I have cameras everywhere, but I don't have a camera in this corner right here. So you know what? I'm gonna mount it on the backboard of that basketball hoop, because I don't have a camera on this corner, because I already have a camera pointed in this corner and the backyard. So as you saw, I mounted it on my basketball hoop. This gives me all the visibility from every angle in the front. I can see everything in 180 degrees. The wire in the back is connected to the solar panel on the rear. As you can see, I already have a solar panel LED light there. That wire comes right to the bracket here where it's mounted, and with the solar panel pointed at an angle where it directly meets the sun when the sun is shining. Man, that antenna's kind of crooked. Me and my OCD, I gotta fix it. That's right, even though it means I might hurt myself and fall and die, take the risk. Grab onto this. Oh. Soiled my pants. So that works pretty good, huh? The alarm control, if you select it, will go off whenever there's motion in the area. So pretty good. This is the Arenti 360-degree surveillance, motion detection, alarm camera with intercom and solar panels. It's powered by the power of the sun, so you never have to worry about it. It's an all-inclusive package that you just mount somewhere that you need the camera to be. It's powered by itself, and you're warned if anybody comes around your property. You can't have too many cameras. I've got like 13 now. 7 just in the front. If you guys are interested in something like this, it's very inexpensive. I'll leave a link in the description. So it's the next day, and as you can see, it snowed a little bit. Only a dusting of a ½ inch. But Quinn the mailman came to deliver a package, and I know exactly when he came and when he left, as you can see on the timestamp, and what day it is. To the second. And you can tell an Amazon guy came by to deliver stuff also at exactly that time and that date. You can see what's going on when I went to walk my dog. You can see a heating and plumbing person across the street. You just know what's going on. You have to know what's going on. As you can see, when it's bright, it turns color, but when it's dark, it goes to black and white. And the next day, I'm filming something. I'm doing a review on an OBD2 scanner tool that you guys probably saw already. Then later on in the afternoon, my neighbor, who's elderly, gets another visit from the ambulance and the fire department. I hope she's doing okay, but I like to know what's going on my street. And the next day, I'm messing with my heating system because I ran out of oil fuel. You probably saw the video on that. My friend came by to give back a review product that he wanted to try out, but he has a cold, so he didn't want to touch me, so he threw it at me. And then my friend Jason of Pate's Performance came by to drop off a bunch of things. I needed a couple of gas cans to help me get some diesel for my heater.
You know what, bro? I may just need this one right here. This is a 5-gallon. This will do. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
I even know when the squirrels come by.
That's 3 or 4. You know, but if that's right, or maybe I'll fully service ready to go. Key stage anytime. Yeah, no,
Yeah. So with the amount of activity at my house and in my area, not to mention the equipment that I have laying around the backyard, you always have to have surveillance cameras to make sure you know what's going on in your neighborhood. What cars are passing by, who's coming onto your property. You have record of everything. Deliveries, FedEx, UPS, United States Postal Service, you know when your packages arrive too, because you get a warning on your phone. These surveillance cameras are very inexpensive these days, and they all work fantastic. Don't you guys want to know what's going on at your house? I mean, it is the most expensive investment of your life for most people, your home. Make sure you know what's going on. Get a surveillance camera today. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested. Now, I gotta show you what I gotta do now. As you know, my shed collapsed because it's a cheap shed, and any kind of rain or weather will weigh down the roof and collapse the whole thing. This lasted maybe a week. Anyway, my motorcycle is now fallen to its side. It's been sitting here, and it's got heavy rain pools frozen in ice now, and I can't get this thing out. So I'm just gonna leave it covered for the entire winter because it's protected by moisture. However, I do have a brand new battery in the motorcycle that's just sitting there in the winter. It's not good. So with a Phillips screwdriver, I'm gonna attempt to crawl in there and get the battery out so I can at least take it to the garage and charge it. All right, successfully removed the battery. Now I can take it inside and trickle charge it for the winter, and then when I clean this up in the spring, battery's ready to go, and we'll see if this thing fires up after being sitting on its side the entire winter. It's a cold one today, probably 27 degrees as its high. It's like 23 degrees right now. I gotta get some firewood because my new firewood. Okay. Generator up there. Am I gonna do this by my? Whoa. Next time on Mowers and Blowers is too wet for it to burn. That ought to be enough wood for the day, right? Maybe not. And this wood here is drying. This is freshly cut. Charge the lithium battery. So after reading some of my comments on my most recent video of the ATV, somebody told me to put an inline spark tester to make sure that it's losing spark. So as you saw, the spark was on and it just stopped. So let's see if it has spark again. You can see it is losing spark. We had spark before, just running. Then when it quit, it just quit. And look. There's no spark now. So it is confirmed. It is not a carburetor or fuel issue or a ground issue. It is losing spark. Indiscriminately, just losing spark. So this video has been a culmination of what I did this week. Getting shit done. Selling that Snow Commander. Installing that new surveillance camera from Arenti. Works great. Gotta know what's going on around your property. Getting some wood ready as it's freezing cold. Hope you guys enjoyed my Get Shit Done video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so I can bring you small engine content like this one. Oh, we'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.